Hello everyone and welcome back to Joy as It Flies. If you're new here, my name's Alyssa and I deal with the crochet side of this channel. So for today's final episode in this little Christmas crochet series, I'm going to be sharing a pattern for these super gorgeous cottage bookmarks. Now a few of you might remember, but I made this video a few weeks ago for some cottage coasters, and these bookmarks match with them perfectly. I really hope you all enjoyed this tutorial and let's get into it. To make these bookmarks, you are going to need two colours of any DK weight yarn. You need your main colour, I'm using yellow, and some white yarn. You can use any type of yarn, I'm using 100% acrylic, but cotton or anything similar would work really well. You're also going to need a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a darning needle. We're going to begin by taking our main colour and making a slip knot, which we can then pop onto our hook. Then from here we are going to chain 13. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through. Once you have your chain of 13, we're going to look at the third chain from our hook, and into that we're going to make a single crochet. So insert your hook, yarn over, and pull up a loop, then yarn over and pull through both of those loops. Then chain 1. Skip the next chain, and into the following make a single crochet. Then chain 1, and we're going to repeat that down our chain. So skip the next chain, and into the following make a single crochet. And then chain 1. So this is the moss stitch. We're going to be using this for the main part of our bookmark, and as I said, you're just going to continue in this way all the way down your chain. So when you get to the end, your final single crochet should be in your last chain. So you're going to insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now when you get to this point, when you have 2 loops on your hook, we're actually going to change colours. So you're going to drop the yarn you're working with, and you are going to grab your white yarn. And you're going to make a little loop with it like this, which you can then pop onto your hook. And then from here, you're going to do your final yarn over and pull through with this new colour. So you can see we now have our white yarn on our hook. Now we are going to be alternating between these two colours for the rest of our bookmark. I'm going to be using the carry across method. If you're not sure how to do this, I really recommend you check out this video here where I explain this technique in detail. It's a really great method, and it just means you're not left with loads of tail ends. You can of course though use any method that you would like to change colours. Once you've worked out which method you are going to use, we are going to begin row 2 by chaining 2. And then we're going to turn our work. Now if you have a look at row 1, you might need to pull your work apart a bit. There should be a chain 1 gap. We're going to work into this. Into this very first chain 1 space, we are going to make a single crochet. Then chain 1. Hop across and find the next chain 1 gap. So that's this one here, and make a single crochet into it. Then chain 1, and you're going to repeat this all the way down your row until you get to the end. Now, when you get to the end of your row, this one might be a bit tricky, but there is a little gap that you can make your final single crochet into. You can see just here. So insert your hook into it, yarn over and pull up a loop. And then just as before, when we get to this point, when we have 2 loops on our hook, we're going to drop the yarn we're using, and you can rejoin on your second colour. So for me, that's my yellow yarn. And you can do your final yarn over and pull through with this new colour. There we are. And that is what the end of row 2 looks like. So you're going to go ahead and repeat row 2 until you have 41 rows in total. And you're going to be changing between your 2 colours for every single row. So I'm going to do another row with you, just so you can get the hang of it, and then you can go ahead and pause the video and work your rows. So we're always going to begin by chaining 2, and then we're going to turn our work. You're going to find your very first chain 1 gap, so that's this one here, and you're going to make a single crochet into it. Then you're going to chain 1. Hop across, find your next chain 1 gap, and make a single crochet into it. Then chain 1. And you're going to repeat that all the way down your row. And then when you get to the end of your row, you might need to pull your work apart a bit, but there is a little gap that you can make your final single crochet into. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then remember when we have 2 loops on our hook, we're going to drop the yarn we're using, and we're going to change to our second colour. So we can do our final yarn over and pull through with our white yarn. And that is what row 3 looks like. So you're just going to continue in this way until you have 41 rows in total, and you're going to be changing colours every single row. So go ahead, pause the video, and I'll meet you back when you've done that. So I'm just coming up to the end of row 41, and you should be making this with your main colour. Now at the end of the row, we are still going to change to our white yarn because our border is going to be white. So we need that one on our hook. Then from here, you can go ahead and cut your coloured yarn. And you want to make sure you leave a nice long tail end, just so that you can sew it in later. And now this is what our bookmark should be looking like. Now, if you want to make this bigger, feel free to. This is just a standard size that works well with most books. Now from here, we're going to make our border. And to do this, we are going to begin by chaining 1. From here, we are simply going to make single crochets all the way down this edge. And I like to think of it as making 1 single crochet per row. So we're just going to work into the very edges of these stitches, and we're just going to make single crochets. So you can see here, I'm just working into the very edge of these stitches. So you're going to continue in this way down this side, and you're going to stop when you get to the corner because we're just going to do something a little bit different there. So go ahead, pause the video, work your single crochets, and I'll meet you when you get to the corner. So I'm at the corner now, and into this you are going to make 3 single crochet. So here's our first one, then working back into the same stitch, our second single crochet, and finally our third. And this is just going to get us around the corner and stop our bookmark from curling in. And there we are, that's what the first edge looks like. So we're just going to repeat this along every single edge. So all the way along here, you're just going to make 1 single crochet into each stitch. And then again, when you get to the corner, you're going to make 3 single crochet into it. So here's one, here's our second one, and finally our third. And there we are. So you're just going to go ahead and repeat these steps along the remaining 2 edges. So you're going to make single crochets along the edges, and then you're going to make 3 single crochet in this corner here. So go ahead, pause the video, and I'll meet you back when you get to this final corner. So I'm just coming up to the end now, and into your very last stitch, you are going to make 2 single crochet. So here's one, and here's our second, and this is just going to complete our 4th corner. Now to finish, you want to find your very first single crochet, insert your hook into it, and make a slip stitch. And there we are. That is the end of our first round for our border. This is what it should look like. And we're now just going to make our second round, our final round, which is our little frilly edge. So to do this, we're going to begin by chaining 3. Then you're going to slip stitch into the next stitch. Then chain 3. Skip the next stitch and slip stitch into the following one. Then chain 3. And we're going to repeat that. So skip the next stitch and slip stitch into the following one. Then chain 3. Skip the next stitch and into the following make a slip stitch. And you can see this is making a beautiful frilly edge. So you're going to continue in this way all the way around the edge of your bookmark, and I'll meet you back when you get to the end. So I'm making my final slip stitch, so I'm back to where I started. And to finish, you're simply going to chain 1 to fasten off, and then you can cut your yarn, leaving a nice long tail end that you can sew in later. There we are, you can then pull that tight, and there we are. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and sew in any tail ends that I might have using my darning needle, and I'll meet you back when I've done that. So this is what my bookmark now looks like. You can of course leave it like this, but if you would like the extra optional step, you're simply going to grab your coloured yarn, so for me it's my yellow, and we're going to make a slip knot, which we can then pop onto our hook. And from here, you are going to chain 35. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and so on. So that's a chain of 35. Then once you've done that, you can go ahead and cut your yarn, and you can pull that through, and you can give that a nice tug just to tighten that end up. So we have this little chain, and using this, we're just going to make a little bow. So you're just going to tie that into a bow until you're happy with the way it looks. So there we are, I'm pretty happy with that. And if you need to, like me, you can just trim the ends. I like to leave a little bit just hanging on the edge. I think that's quite cute. So now that we have this bow, the final step is just to sew this onto the top of your bookmark. So you can use your yarn and your darning needle, and you can just sew that to the top. And there we are, you're then done. You now have your very own cottage bookmark. Folks, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial and had fun making your own bookmarks with me. If you have any questions or video requests, feel free to drop me a comment down below. And it would also mean so much to us if you could subscribe to our channel, where you can stay up to date with all of our new recipes, patterns and tutorials. I'll see you all again next week in my next video, but until then, happy crocheting!